Hello, I am Cheryl Clarke, Superintendent of the Munson Public Schools, and I'd like to welcome you to Clarke's Corner. Every episode of Clarke's Corner highlights some of the wonderful things that are happening in our Munson schools, and today is no exception. I am joined by staff and students from Granite Valley School who are going to share some of their experiences and what they love about their school. So welcome everyone. Nice to see you.
Hi.
Why don't we go down the line and just introduce yourselves and say what grade you're in.
I am Mitchell and I am in second grade.
I am Liam and I am in second grade.
I am Caden and I am in fourth grade.
I am Sage and I am in fifth.
Excellent. And Ms. Murphy?
Hi, I am Miss Murphy. I teach fourth grade math. And Mrs. Prentice, I'm the lead teacher for Project Lead the Way and Technology Specials.
I'm Mrs. Royce. I'm a grade 2 teacher.
Excellent. What a group we have today. Thank you. So let's see. Ms. Prentice, why don't we start with you? You mentioned Project Lead the Way. Can you tell me what that is?
I would love to. So, Project Lead the Way, all students are participating in Project Lead the Way right now, and it's the launch program. The program is broken down into several modules that are STEM modules that teach earth and life science, space science, physical science, technology, and engineering.
Wow.
And what's great about them is most of the activities are hands-on, so the students are learning by doing, and at the end of each module, they have a real-world problem to solve. So second graders actually just finished up designing, modeling, and testing a seed dispersal device. So they had to mimic how animals would disperse seeds to pollinate plants.
Wow, you guys did that?
Yeah.
What?
And in fourth grade, after they learned about energy and collisions and how transfers happen, they had to design a prototype for a restraint system and test it out so an egg was safe in a collision.
And what grade was that?
That was fourth grade.
Wow, these are very lofty, impressive, challenging
So all in all, it seems to be a
assignments.
great thing that students and the teachers really enjoy.
What, and do you guys like Project Lead the Way? You like the
Yes.
hands-on part of it? Yes. Okay. And so, Sage, tell me what you, what are some of the science topics that you've studied?
We've been doing patterns in the universe and matter and its interactions. Patterns in the universe is about the Earth's orbit and revolution with the sun and moon and how it affects what we see from our planet, like how the sun reflects off the Earth to the moon to cause moon phases, and how when we orbit, we're on a tilt, so we only see a certain amount of constellations from our view. And matter,
Impressive.
and matter and its interactions
Yes.
is about how we explore how the properties of matter and how it interacts with like its environment.
So, did you like science before this Project Lead the Way?
It got me more interested
I bet.
It got me more interested in science when I got into Project Lead the Way.
So, how does it differ from a traditional science class that you used to have? Say?
It's different because there's more hands-on activities and we use launch logs to record our observations from like diagrams.
So there's writing too in it and thinking
A little
outside
bit
the box?
more writing in Project Lead the Way.
What's your favorite that you've done so far in Project Lead the Way?
My favorite part is when we discovered how long the Earth takes to orbit and all about the moon phases.
Wow, that's really, you sound like a little scientist. That's amazing.
Well, my mom's a scientist and I have two grandpas that are both engineers.
Well, it's in your genes, which I'm sure you'll be studying genes and all of that at some point. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Sage. And then we also, Mrs. Prentice, you wanted to kind of give an overview of all the specials that the kids get to take.
I would love
too?
to. Yeah,
Yes.
so Granite Valley has some awesome specials, right?
Yeah.
So they have 45-minute specials each day. One of them is SEL, and the SEL lessons focus around fostering a positive classroom environment.
And SEL stands for?
Social emotional learning.
Okay.
Yeah, and music with Mrs. Rakowski, she does grades 1 through 3. They are learning about different elements of music like dynamics and have begin exploring various instruments. with Mr. Nichols, if you're in grades 4 through 6, got one right here. They're learning about music of different cultures and starting to do some music production. In art, Miss Novak is working on the elements and principles of design, and they've recently completed some printmaking and weaving pieces. And Mr. P in physical education, he's into his cup stacking, rhythm and dance, as well as gymnastics. And I don't know if I'm a spoiler alert here, but in about a month or so, there will be a rock wall.
Yes.
That's going to immerse the students in some team building and problem solving activities.
Yes, we purchased a bouldering wall, it's called. It goes across the gym wall. And instead of going up, you go this way. So it still is challenging, only you're not way up in the air. So I can't wait to see you all on that. I'm coming over.
And then best special at all, technology, right?
Of course.
So, we're learning about being safe and responsible and respectful digital citizens. And they've just started learning how to create and problem solve computer programs.
Really? Wow, that's impressive. Very impressed. So Mitchell, what's your special schedule like? What's your favorite special? Do you have one?
I like them all.
You like them all. That's great. So what are you learning about what's your latest art project that you've done?
3D model creatures.
3D model creatures?
Yeah.
Did you make a creature?
Yeah, I'm making a mouse and I'm gonna put a mushroom right next to it.
Oh, and what are you making it out of? Clay or
Clay.
paper mache? Clay.
And
Oh.
you're doing some pinching and coiling, I heard,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, with the clay, so you kind of coil it up and do different things with it? Very impressive. Do you like art? Are you an artist?
Well, I'm actually gonna be a scientist and study dinosaurs because I really like dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. Well, you could make a dinosaur, maybe in art. Yeah. And what about PE? Do you love PE? Everybody seems to love PE.
Yeah.
And yeah, you like it, Liam? And so what are you doing in PE?
We are doing moving activities like throwing,
Yeah.
overhand, underhand.
And the field day's coming up soon, right, everybody? You'll have field day. Do you like
Yes.
field day?
I forgot about field day.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. How about music or technology? Want to talk about what's something you've done there?
In technology, we're learning how to use our Chromebooks safely, so no bugs or
Right. And not a real bug. Not like an insect. What do you mean by a bug?
like it's like a virus,
Yes.
but it's a virus for your computer.
Right. So you're learning that. Boy, you've really done great explanation for you. What's your favorite special? Do you have a favorite? You said you like them all.
Yeah, but my most favorite is doing the art pinching part.
You like the pinching the clay and make your mouse?
Yeah, but it's also kind of hard.
Your fingers hurt?
No, it's just that I have to roll them out, then I gotta pinch.
Oh, are you doing pinching, Liam?
No.
No, Kaden, are you doing any?
We're doing clay with, and we're making like a monster, or you can make like a bird bath.
Oh, and what are you making?
I'm making a monster.
How did I figure that? What kind of monster?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Okay, how about you, Sage? What are you working on? What's your favorite special?
My favorite might be PE because we get to be more active
Sure.
and like
Get your energy up.
excel that energy.
Yes, that's a very good thing to do. Yes. Well, thank you. And now we're going to move over to ELA, right, to English, and Mrs. Royce and Liam are going to tell us all about writing and what you're doing in writing. Can you talk a little bit about that, Mrs. Royce?
Sure, we use the Wonders program for our main reading program, but we're also using Empowering Writers, so it's a separate writing program. We're trying to instill that reading and writing go hand in hand, and that you have to, in order to be a writer, you've got to understand how writing is set up, and we do a lot of reading mentor text ahead of learning to write so that they see how writing is set up. We've also explored some genres, so teaching them the difference between narrative and expository, the difference in opinion writing and persuasive writing, so they are ready for the upper grades when they have to write to a certain prompt.
And when I was reading in your class last week, they were telling me whether the book I was reading was narrative or expository, and they were very, very, yes, that's a good segue. So Liam, what would you like to share?
I brought these books today. They are expository and narrative. So this book is narrative because it has drawn pictures, and it is a book to entertain people.
And what does that, just show the camera, that's called The Storm. So that's a narrative? So is that a fiction or a non-fiction? You don't say that anymore, I
It's
guess, right?
narrative.
It's a narrative, which is a fiction book.
Fiction.
Right, okay. So it's to entertain. Ooh, look at that one.
And then this is a book about tornadoes, and it is expository because it is real text, and it is something to inform people.
Beautifully said. Thank you. And did you make a book cover, I heard? And tell me about this assignment.
We had to make a narrative and expository book, and I did a really funny narrative book.
What was it?
The Day Tony the Train Explodes.
Did you make that title up?
Yeah.
Oh!
And this book is all about trains, and it is expository.
So do you like trains?
No, but I just thought why not to write about it.
So you had to pick a theme
Yeah.
and then you show it in two ways.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. And so what kind of genres have you been writing in this year? Because we know that reading and writing, as Mrs. Roy said, go hand in hand. So
We've done.
what's an example? Have you done persuasive?
Yeah.
Oh, you did persuasive.
And then information, and then we also done this. I Want an Iguana book right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what did we do first?
We read the story, and we decided, and then this child wants a iguana. He gives reasons to his mom, main ideas, and
What'd you have to write about?
And then you responded to that?
Yeah.
Do you want to read that to us?
It says, from my point of view, I think the kid can have the iguana. First, I think he can have it because he would feed it and give it water. Second, I think can have it because he would clean its cage. Lastly, I think he can have it because it's not expensive, and he said he would buy it. That's why I think he should be able to have the iguana.
Excellent. I like the wrap up at the end and your introductory sentence. Very great. That's great. So what's next in writing, Mrs. Royce?
So currently we're starting a research unit. So the students are learning to research a topic. They just took home an ancestry interview to research about their ancestors.
Oh.
So we're starting small. We're starting to learn how to research by looking up things about seahorses and armadillos.
On Epic.
Yeah. He's ready. Go ahead.
He's
You
ready.
can talk more about it.
On Epic, we search up books about seahorses was yesterday, and then we move on to armadillos today, and we write down ideas on a whiteboard, and then we everybody gets to share, and then we read the books on Epic, and then we find out what we find out the answers, and if we find them out, we put down a sticky note on a paper.
What? You've got a whole process then, right? That's awesome. So that's what's next is the research. Well,
Yes.
thank you. You're all so knowledgeable. And next we're going to move on to math. Do you love math?
Yes.
You do?
Favorite subject.
It's your favorite subject? Well, that's perfect. So what is ST Math is what you are... Tell me about ST Math. Ms. Murphy, you want to tell me about it?
So ST Math is an online resource that we're using. It's taking math outside of the classroom. They are able to build number sense, conceptual knowledge of math concepts, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, practice setting and achieving our goals, and so on. It takes the comprehension out of math, especially because each objective starts off with pictorial. So there's not words written or like equations that they have to solve. They're working with Gigi and noticing what is happening, and then they make their own predictions on how to solve what's going on.
Interesting. Ah, and you like doing that?
Yes.
Yes. And so is it increasing student learning?
Yes.
It
So
is.
it definitely is, both inside the math classroom and then in real world as well. While playing, students are able to do their best effort, and they're learning that even though they might not get it right the first time, ST Math provides feedback immediately. It doesn't say, hey, this is the correct answer, but it does allow the child time to think about different ways to look at the problem, and they are able to work through it. So it's helping them with their problem solving skills and also growth mindset, meaning like, it's okay if you don't get it right the first time.
Ah, and so what, I heard Ms. Murphy mention Gigi.
Yeah.
Who the heck is Gigi?
Gigi is a character for SC Math that you work with to get through challenges throughout your journey.
Is it a person?
No, as a penguin.
A penguin. Okay, so it's a penguin, and so Gigi helps you go through each of the
Challenges.
challenges.
Yes.
Ah, okay. And how has Gigi and ST Math helped you, do you think, Kaden?
They show us like math skills before like whole group lessons and gives ideas about what you will be learning.
Uh-huh.
And if you struggle, it will help you become stronger by showing visuals and different ways to look at the problem.
Oh, so if I was a new student and I said, what the heck is ST Math? What would you say?
SC Math is a fun activity that helps you learn and practice math skills at your own pace.
So everybody's doing their own pace.
Yes.
There's not one lesson and then you're all doing your own thing. And is it on the computer?
Yes.
I see. And so it must be kind of fun doing it on the computer. Are there games? Does everybody here do ST Math, right? And
Yes.
y'all like it? Okay. And does it help you in other ways, do you think, Kaden?
It can give us a problem that can be challenging, but by using like your tool belt or like toolkits, you can work through them.
Ah, so it gives you skills to use in other ways, in other
Yeah.
subjects maybe? Excellent. So what is your goal? How are you doing on it?
My current goal is
What are you aiming for?
my velocity is a 1%, which is like every minute spent on SC Math, I'm completing a puzzle.
Wow. So are you very high in
Yeah.
terms of your grade? Your challenges are way. Ah, so you can compete among your classmates too?
Yeah, we compete against our classmates and see who gets the most
Oh,
puzzles.
I see a penguin, I think.
It's a golden Gigi that
A golden Gigi?
yeah, which the whole grade competes and see which one gets the highest velocity minutes in puzzles. And the goal is 100 puzzles and 90 minutes, and the goal for the whole class is 1%.
Wow. And so that increases buy-in and gets everyone
Yes.
interested, right?
Yeah, the lower grades really love the aspect of Gigi the penguin, and then the upper grades really love, especially in 4th grade, the competition for the golden Gigi. Kaden, do you also want to talk about our mini Gigis? Yeah, no, let's switch. And this.
And every week, at the end of the week on Friday, we do mini Gigi. We do like a Gigi celebration that there are 2 Rock Dusty Math and Awesome Effort. And the Rock Dusty Math means that you like finished, like you did the most puzzle and the one who comes second. Then the Awesome Effort is that you like you had like the best effort like helping out other students and using tools and showing your work.
That's awesome. I'm so impressed with the level of learning and rigor that's happening with Project Lead the Way and the writing and the reading and ST Math and all of the different specials that you guys get to take. So you're enjoying your time at Granite Valley?
Yes.
If I asked you what your favorite thing was about Granite Valley, would you be able to tell me? Say, what do you think?
I think my favorite part about Granite Valley is it's not as small as Corey Hill was.
Right, it's a bustling place, right? Lots going on over there. Yes, that's excellent. What about you, Kim?
I like math, the subjects and specials,
You do.
and lunch and recess.
Of course, I was waiting. That's right. And Liam, what about you?
I love that all the teachers are nice, and that Granite Valley is big.
It is big,
And,
right? It's the biggest school in the district. Most kids.
And that I like that there's rocks tickets, which are
Yes.
kind of like they're papers that say respect, ownership, communication, kindness, and scholarship on them. And if you do one of those, you put a teacher writes their name and your name on it, and they put a check on which one
You
it
got
is,
it.
and then
Yep.
there's Golden Rocks tickets worth 5 tickets for doing
Something really special. So there's golden Gigi's and golden rocks at Granite Valley. Is that what you're telling me?
That's a lot of gold.
There's a lot of gold going on there. And what about you, Mitchell? What's your favorite thing?
Well, my favorite thing is when it's recess. I get to meet up with my two friends, Owen and Logan, and we just play something.
I think
but we
that's
never
great.
know, and then we eventually start playing something.
That's good.
And like,
You need to rest your brain because you're all doing such high level work, right? That's great.
yeah, because we're all the time we're doing running games, and we're all like running around everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you, teachers and students, for joining me. I'm so excited to learn all about what you're learning, so thank you. And next up, we're going to hear all about some extracurriculars that are happening at Granite Valley. So thank you.